Hi, good evening. It's been quite a few days since I put some video or I did something useful. I think I put many softwares that I know of, scientific ones or things which are useful. And um, if I have missed any, you could comment or do something, and I would happily make a video about it. I don't remember, so I'm not making on scientific things. And then yeah, that reason or why I'm recording now is that couple of days ago I was watching a YouTube video of Louis Rossmann, and he was saying about the home security cameras which people install on their doors, and these home security cameras are taking the images or the videos and sending them to a central server. Then there is a ChatGPT kind of AI which is searching all of them and how governments want to access, obviously. And he goes on showing documents and things like that. Yeah, I think I just open it to that one. Mm. Yeah, I was watching this video, doorbell with flock now. Yes, kind of. So I think you should definitely watch this, and it will show how these big corporations have been selling our data and also using it for other purposes, which I don't feel is right. Because let's say I walk into a street, there may be one person whose home may have this ring camera. I don't want that. Okay, you have a CCTV camera, that's understandable that it's the security of your house or your car or your neighborhood, it's fine. CCTV in the sense means closed circuit camera, television. So closed circuit, it's not an open thing, it's closed circuit. It is there where only the CCTV is located. But then this ring and all such companies, all these AI thing cameras, they store it a central server, and most notorious of these are the Amazon things. So Amazon, I don't know what they're called, Echo Dots. Yes. Then you have Amazon. Uh, One is the Echo Dot I know. Then I know there is Kindle, and there's also some robot kind of thing from Amazon which cleans homes. And I think in 2017 or 18 when they came out, I read things that it sends a map of your house to Amazon servers, which I don't feel is correct and is invasion of my privacy. Then yeah, there are laws in the other parts of world, EU and the US, and things which say that I think Netherlands or Luxembourg, it was Netherlands, I suppose. Last month they brought out a law saying that you own the copyright to your face. That is, nobody can make a clone of you using an AI, and your face is yours. So let's say I'm speaking and this is my face. Somebody today takes this face and puts it into an AI, and the AI gives a background voice. That is not wrong under the Indian law, but at least it is wrong in other parts of the world, or at least I think Netherlands, Luxembourg was the country, and it is wrong according to them. So we are protected. So yeah, in this, I'd like to show how things happen. Last year or before that, someone made a very bad video of Rashmika Mandanna using some other thing, and they just cropped some AI thing, and they made her face using an AI and put it into it. It was called as deep fake video. Then yeah, so essentially, if someone makes a deep fake of me, I can't be held responsible for that. Because, and also, it's not even holding me responsible. It's that the person who is making a deep fake of me should be punished because this is my face or my identity that nature has given me. So yeah, and you are not allowed to, or let's say I have a passport or a voter card or an Aadhaar card or a driving license. You can't copy my driving license and say that you are correct. That's illegal because it is my driving license. You are not authorized to copy it, so that is wrong. That is punishable. And so the thing is that same should be with my face also, because yeah, driving license is given by a state, and or passport is given by a country, and yeah, when these can be treated as things which are not or things which are protected, so should my physical features be, should my face be, because yeah, maybe there was, when these laws were made, they were the only things which showed our identity was our cards which could be forged or duplicated. At the time the faces could not be duplicated, but now with AI even this can. So I think we should move in this direction to make laws and protect ourselves. Speaking of this privacy and intrusion, I think yeah, 2 or 3 days ago, most of us has received one email from the government saying Happy Diwali. Yeah, I'm happy that yeah, the government is now sending emails and things saying Happy Diwali. And earlier, I didn't get, at least I didn't get any emails from the government saying Happy Diwali. So it is good. I'd just like to show you the email copy. Yeah, it says PM Modi's Deepavali message for you. Good. Then it says yeah, it has a big photo. Then greeting card kind of. He says I express my heartfelt greetings, everything. So it's a big letter. Fine. I won't read it the whole. So once again, wishing you a very happy Diwali. Yours Narendra Modi here. So read this in your preferred language, whatever you want. So it will take you to something. Then it says visit MyGov for latest updates. Then it says connect with PMOD, and the sender you see is MyGov. So or My Government. I know each one of. Oh sorry, I forgot to switch the screen. Yeah. So last couple of days I received this email. It says 2 days ago. Yeah. PM Modi's Deepavali greeting message for you. It says dear, and it goes on a long list of a big letter saying that yeah, let us do this. Diwali is also very good. Let's light lamps of harmony, cooperation, positivity, and everything. Fine. Have a very happy Diwali, and yours Narendra Modi. Read this in your preferred language. I could read in whatever language I know. So then just connect with PM Modi, visit MyGov for latest updates and all. Then I think all of us have at some point registered or given our email ID or phone number or at least something to this MyGo or something related to this, like some platform where this MyGov thing is there. At least I know that I have given my email ID when I was a kid in school, and I used to participate in this essay writing, poster designing. In those days, in I think in 10 years ago in 2014, this was a new thing that time that government is connecting with the citizens, and I used to write essays, send them, and those things. So I got a mail. Yeah, the first thing I saw was the sender name. I thought, yeah, sure, they do this and this thing, so it might just be one of them. When I tried to unsubscribe it, because now I don't want emails from Mygo, it's not specifically just the Diwali. I just don't do those competitions anymore, so I don't want any updates. So I just said click here to unsubscribe, and surprisingly, it did not take me to MyGo website because I thought it will take and I'll update my email preferences and all. Okay, while it loads, I'll show you something else. The email ID you see, customer awareness at irctc.co.in. I don't know why IRCTC is sending me emails about you know things which are there. Yeah, this was the web page that came up. It says LTNTC mail IRCTC something. I just reload it. It's a blank. There is no option of unsubscribing this, which I think may be possible because I'm not in India, so this page may not load. Because I see that many government sites don't load here in Germany, so that may be one of the possible reasons. I don't know how it's for people who live in India. So, um, but the thing is, I received a blank page, and I didn't know how to unsubscribe things. I don't want another message from IRCTC or MyGov because I'm not really interested in that one. Yeah, sure, I can watch the news, see something, but I don't want these things in my email ID. So, and the thing is, why is IRCTC sending me? I don't understand. Because IRCTC never made a contract or never even, at least MyGov told that, yeah, sure, we'd send, would you like to receive updates? And at some point, I'd have clicked yes. So, but IRCTC never said we would send you updates about the government or the, you know, festivals or at least these greeting cards or something like that. My agreement with IRCTC is just for railway tickets, right? I book railway tickets, you send me emails regarding railway tickets. So this is your ticket, this is your travel insurance policy, your train is cancelled, your train is postponed, whatever, yes. So my thought would be that IRCTC, the contract between me and IRCTC for emails would only be limited up to tickets or at the maximum the railway stuff. Or IRCTC sending me that, look, there's a holiday package for you in, let's say, Char Dham Yatra or some Varanasi, Ayodhya, and Allahabad, Prayagraj, three places, Sangam Yatra or something like that, saying that there's a tour here. Look, there's a tour package. Do you want to go or some trek or something like that? Yeah, sure. IRCTC is a tourism company. It's not a government one, but it's a tourism company. It should send out tourism things. So, but I didn't sign up to IRCTC saying I want to receive greeting cards or I want to receive government news or things like that. Then why is it sending? I thought, okay, sure, maybe they would have sent once. So I would try and log into my HTTC account, change my email preferences or what emails I receive. That's when I discovered the bigger thing. I'd show you how IHTC works. So I don't want to go directly to the website, lest someone say that it's a wrong one. Mm, So I could go from here. IRCTC contents. Okay, I'd also open from the Wikipedia article. It says IRCTC assured traded as PSC NSE irctc.co.in, and also from here. Yeah, I don't know how to go from here, but yeah, sure. I just uh, where is railway? I search this one. Change to English. Okay, I proceed with them. So when I start, they will when I open the IRCTC website. First, I get, do you want to subscribe to notifications? No, I don't. Yeah. Oh, no, I don't. Then this chatbot, I don't know what it does. It says it can book ticket. I have never booked it. So then this tailor box comes up. I'm pretty quite sure that this does not come if I open this website in India. And this only came because EU has some GDPR or something like that, general data protection rights or things like that, where each company has to declare what it is taking your data for and why is it taking and all such things. So, and IRCTC showed me this because the only reason I am opening this in the EU, I, if I was opening it in India, I wouldn't even know that it is taking my data. And let us see what data it takes. It says your personal data will be processed and may be stored by access by shared with 150 TCF vendors, 84 ad partners. So it is not just one ad partner like Facebook or two like Amazon Facebook or three like Google Amazon Facebook. It's just 184 ad partners. I don't know what TCF vendors are. We'll see about that. So How can I change my choice? What if I don't consent? How does legitimate interest work? Do I have to consent to everything? All of those. Yeah. This site asks for consent to use your data for personalized advertising, store and access to information on your device. We'll see what each of these is. What is a TCF vendor? This vendor is registered with IAB Europe Transparency Council framework and subject to his policy. Sure. Okay, he's some businesses, let's say. Then store or access information. Oh, it is not there. Use limited data to select advertising. What is this? Advertising can be based on limited data such as website or app you're using, non-precise location, device type, number of times an ad is presented. Yeah, sure. I don't want that. Create profiles. I don't want to create. Measure advertised performance. Not interested. Measure content performance. No. Understand audiences through statistics, combination of data from different sources. Reports can be generated based on combination of data sets like user profile statistics, interaction with those content and common characteristics. So no. Develop improve services, no. Then use limited data to select content. No, I don't want. Then okay, this site or app wants. Okay, so I think there was the above ones were the general permissions. This is this site or app wants to permission for to do the following. Store cookies, no. Use limited data to select advertising. This wants to do that. So what does IRCTC want to do? Advertising presented to you service can be used on limited data. For example, let's see the examples. Car manufacturer wants to promote electric vehicles to environmentally conscious users living in the city after office hours. Advertising is presented on a page related to content such as article on climate change actions after 6:30 p.m. to a user whose non-precise location suggests they are in an urban zone. So let's see this example that they gave. This is car manufacturer wants to sell electric vehicles. Fine. To whom? To environmentally conscious users who are living in cities. Fine. But how do you target those environmentally conscious users? You see that first people who are living in a city, then someone who is reading an article on climate change actions. After 6:30 p.m. would be typically like something someone returns from work and reads an article. So on anything related to climate change, it's not about just electric vehicles. It could be anything like the ice caps are melting, the oceans are filled with pollution, or the ozone layer has developed like more some things, more holes or something, or something like the forests are being cut or forests are being developed or afforestation is taking place in some parts of world. Anything related to climate change. Ice caps are melting in the Arctic, Antarctic things. You read any of this or while coming to or after coming from work, then this will show you saying buy electric vehicles. Don't you think that's too intrusive? Because sure, I like to read about let's say disappearing ice caps or melting ice caps. Suddenly the ad shows that okay, see the ice caps are melting. Maybe as an individual you can't do much. So here is an electric car. Why don't you buy an electric car? Because with an electric car um, you can stop this or you can prevent the climate change with an electric car. Sure, if I had searched for cars, let's say I was searching for a good car to buy, I just type in Google like what is a good car to buy or should I buy a petrol car or a diesel car or something like that? And this ad shows up saying, no, please buy a electric car because it is good for you or it is good for the environment and all. Sure, I don't have any problem with that. But I'm just reading an article. It's nothing, it's just a harmless article. I want to inform myself of things. And you want to even track that one and sell me things, or sell me things like cars. You start showing these ads to anyone for a large number of time, and the user obviously purchases it. There is marketing data or scientific data to prove this. I think Google releases every year something called search analytics or something. I used to read those during college, all these things, so I know. And I don't remember the correct term, but if you search, they have some things called online shopping behavior and all, where Google says that okay, some person, we showed them this kind of ads of mobile phone, and in uh, like it was some Amazon and Google tie up or something like that. In those years, Google said that, see, many people who are buying mobile phones, people who were looking for mobile phones with, let's say, 10,000 or 20,000 rupees budget, we started showing them ads of phones with 30,000 rupees, and some 60 or 70% of users agreed that buying a phone of more cost is better. Then Google says that, yeah, sure, out of the 80% or 90% of the people that bought a mobile phone, they were buying from an app than website, or that they were already purchasing another phone from a same phone which has the same email ID login, which means this percentage of people upgraded their phone. And this old phone was brought 2 years ago, so people on an average are upgrading phones every 2 years or 3 years or something like that. And Google did this all analysis and presented it on a marketing, as a marketing tool, saying that yeah, your Google ads are working actually, and things like that. So it is so intrusive as an advertisement strategy, because imagine the same example happening in real life. Let's say you go to a library, or not even a library, you just go to anywhere where there's climate change or something like that happening, and you, let's say you go to some museum, or leave a museum, you just go to a park. You go to a park, you see that sure, this year the summer has been bad, or the winter has been more bad. Then you read a newspaper, and the newspaper, there is an article saying that some ice caps are melting in the Arctica places. So just after reading the newspaper article, one person keeps following you saying, please buy this electric car, please buy this electric car. And you would feel it very intrusive, you wouldn't like it, but these essentially are doing the same thing. These corporations over there, they are doing the same thing, saying that, you know, you are reading article about climate change, they are going behind you saying purchase an electric car, which I feel is wrong. Okay, so a lot of that, I let's see more what things they want to collect. So I don't want to give this. Create profiles, information about your activity on this service, such as, oh, forms you submit, content you look at, can be stored combined with other information. Okay, so what is forms you submit? Which means your personal data. Okay, let's say IRCTC is not, we don't submit any forms as such in this IRCTC website, but then there is my college page or college website where I may submit some data, um, let's say about hostels or my department or something about that. Then other things where I would give, there are many websites where actually we submit forms. And I, let's say I want to sign up to a marathon or some 10K run or something like that, and I would obviously give my details to run a marathon. And these people are tracking those forms, which means they're taking my name, email address, and all of those things. Then it says, then this is used to build a profile about you that might include possible interests and personal aspects. I don't know what personal aspects should they are using, but I think there are things, personal aspects, which means email IDs, phone numbers, addresses, and all such things. Your profile can be used to present advertising that appears more relevant. So this is a very, I don't want to read and think about these examples because I think I would get very triggered with this. It's a form of intrusive advertising. So I'll just turn off it. What is this statistics? So okay, first you see here. Let us see from here. First they want to store my device based login network details and all. Then they want to use this to select the advertisements that they want to show. Then they want to create a profile of me for the advertising, then use this profile to select what advertisements to show, then also see the same with content. Then they show me the advertisement, then they measure that how I'm interacting with the advertisement, am I buying a product or not, then or how I've interacted with the content. So then they understand it with statistics and data from different sources or big data, as to say, and then use all this to again develop and improve services, which means it's a feedback loop. If I don't interact, it takes the feedback, it again gives me better and better at it. The thing better and better at in this sense means more and more intrusive. It's the same. So storage, how these things are stored. Okay, these are all the ones. Then let's see what is vendor preferences. So exponential interactive inc, data collected. What did they collect? IP address, device identifier, probabilistic identifiers, browsing interaction, non-precise location, users, profiles. Let's see what is it. Exponential interactive. What is it? Exponential interactive. I've never heard of this company. What is it? Oh, so it's charts on the digital advertising. I just want to see who the clients of these people are. Products, customers, yes. Case studies or oh, all the big companies. Nice. See, so they organize. Let's check each one. Mazda, Volkswagen, Spotify, Lexus. These are all car brands which I've used. So as they were saying, electric cars. Then you have beauty products and all these Bayer, Chemicals, Adam and Eve, L'Oreal. So all of these are beauty. Then this Pfizer is a pharma company, I know. Rest I don't know. Maybe yeah, this is dermatologist, so this maybe should be pharma companies. Moderna is a pharma company. So these are all food companies. McDonald's, then Taco Bell, then this is the clothing companies, H&M, then yeah, Transport industry, Qatar Airways. What is Ras Al Khaimah Tourism Development Authority, Explore Minnesota. Then you have Amex, NerdWallet, Farm Cash. These are all I think the banking or in the insurance industries. Then you have universities or education industries, all the Netflix, Prime, all Hulu, entertainment. Then you have uh, Planned Parenthood, Alzheimer's Association, Greenpeace. Oh, it is surprising to know that Greenpeace is offering ads for this. So, whatever. So, this particular thing or this particular vendor is taking my data and sharing to these people, basically, or one of these people. May not be all, but one of these, sure. Then, what is this? Quant cost it's stored during 1,825 days. I don't know how many years even. 5 years. It has stored my data for the last 5 years. What is this? Quant cost. Quant cost advertising. How do I delete this first? It is not a legitimate interest. Storage details. Where do I delete this? Okay, maybe I'm not sure. Tech savvy or something, because it did show that, yeah, it did here show in the previous screen that it was stored in some file and I don't know how to delete that file. So I want to see who are the what do you say, trusted by or the customers of this Quantcast. We'll just search Quantcast advertising customers. Hmm. It says no, Yokohama tires, nice. They have things in everything. Agency, automotive, B2B, entertainment, finances, food, beverage, everything. Puma. I don't know what to say now because they have here how each thing used. Let's just see. I don't know which one to click. Let's just say food and beverage. Soda Ashram. Are there any Indian companies? Domino's, yes. Domino's Pizza improves customer experience, delivers growth. 20 to 45%. We have some numbers about online audience likely to convert on their website is order pizza, reach them with engaging. So, mm, knowing that people were being forced to stay at home, tighten their purse strings, Quantcast have directed are using those for value of food delivery services as well as heads of households purchasing value meals for their families. 45% lower cost during the pandemic. Campaign results, the performance advertising can deliver. I don't understand much marketing language or the MBA language to say. So, but I do understand this did something for the Domino's. So you see who they are selling my data to, and okay, there are so many of them because the scroll bar is so tiny. There are like 1,000 of them. I can't turn off everyone. Just a confirm or just go back. Then yeah, in here it was written that I could delete storage your in FCCP, something like that. I don't want to go and delete those files because I'm not a computer savvy. I just do confirm choices, but you see, even a website as simple as IRCTC, whose only work is to help us book railway tickets, right? I think, yeah, the only things IRCTC does is the tourism development or railway, air, hotel bookings, something like that, buses, these things, yeah. It has flights, hotel, bus, and all these things. So the purpose of IRCTC is that we it helps us book railway tickets or something. I understand it's a private company and it needs to expand its business and things like that, and also they can partner with whoever they want or such. But I feel with so many people using IRCTC per day, because when I was a kid, we used to book tickets in the printed format or at the railway counter. Then gradually everything became IRCTC, and a very surprising fact is that even though today we have many people or many of us booking through IRCTC, it is not a government website, or the government does not allow booking. Like this is what do you say? This is a corporation established by the railways, but this is not actually railway thing. Whereas in other countries, you have actual railway departments which take this tickets and all. So it's a PSU, public sector undertaking. I don't know the exact legal language or what, but government holds 67% ownership, 66 million. So it says 7.3 lakh tickets are booked every day. But don't you think if 7 lakh tickets are booked every day, so I think if you do the math, 7.3 into 30, 219, which means 2 crore 19 lakh tickets are booked every month. 2 crore tickets a month, and this is still not done by a government. This is still a private company or something, or the PSU to say. Whereas if you take other railways of other countries, they have their own government apps. Like railway departments actually give out tickets in the online platforms. They don't employ some PSU to do this. And the problem, yeah, sure, the people may say, what's the difference? This IRCTC, we just saw how much data it is collecting. So I can't question the IRCTC saying, why are you collecting so much of my data? Because obviously this is not a government entity, and government is answerable to me because I'm a citizen. So my government is answerable, not some private or public corporation. But if it was a railway, like Railway thing, Indian Railway, then Indian Railway statute. If it was some website collecting in this format, I could put up. Okay, this is a government website, won't open in Germany. Sure, but if it was this government websites collecting so much of my data, I could question it. I could put an RTA, I could write a letter to the person in charge saying that, okay, look, you're collecting so much of my data, what are you using it for? Or why are you collecting my data? Why do you need to sell it to private people? But since it was a PSU, it did not. But it's not the case if you look at other countries, like in Germany, there you have Deutsche Bahn. So this is a government thing. This is not something, and it just says cookies necessary. Just say okay. I see further information. What is it doing? Intuition machines, 350 Alabama Street, San Francisco, CA. Distinction between humans and computers. Find fraud prevention. Performing surveys. Display of customer specific offers, promotions. Then remunerating partners after bookings are made on partner website. So collecting, storing session interaction data, chatbot, displaying content with slightly different differs, tab management for dynamic modification, measuring assessing website usage. That's it. It is not selling me. If I do marketing, then sure, it would say me all these things, interest based advertising, and so. And if I don't want it, it's there. I don't want to see marketing data, so it is offering me not to see. And can I put it to English? Yeah, so this is how it is. The government is actually offering it, and it's not forcing you to see marketing things or emails or something. And then you have, like, I've seen Serbi Watch. There is the Serbian railway booking website as such. So Serbi was is the okay. English doesn't work on this. It was just a thing, but still, I've seen. It doesn't say that please take these uh, marketing ads or please take these things and such like these cookies or something, and you show your data, non-precise locations, device types. Why do you need, dude? I just want to book a railway ticket. That's a public service. And there was very good meme and all. So yeah, look, whenever we, I don't know, some people have done whatever. Um, but whenever we book tickets through the app, I always remember seeing these ads. Why do we need ads actually? Why should a platform where ticket booking is done need ad? If I am booking a ticket through anyone, let's say a private player like anyone, you say Bobby Bus, Red Bus, or something like that, sure, it's a private company, they can show a ticket. But here, since we don't have a government one, we are forced to take up the private one, and that's why they are showing ads. So that's one thing I just want to show. Hmm. And yeah, um, I think that this should stop. That we're collecting so much of our data. It is not correct, I feel, because it is my data, it's our data, it's your data. If they keep collecting, it just becomes the like America. There is not India is not America. We don't want American policies of state-sponsored spying. 2011, everyone remembers what happened, right? Snowden came and said that look, the NSA or the National Security Agency is collecting all your, tracking all your calls, then messages, emails, everything. They have all the list of yours, and if you see the Snowden movie or if you read his reports or something, he essentially showed that there are programs which just you need to put in a search term like ChatGPT, like a Google search, and then they give every information of yours. We don't want that to happen in India, at least as far as the public knowledge goes. Indian government does not go into that large scale state sponsored surveillance. Yeah, there may be surveillance, but we do have laws which protect. And yeah, if you want to, I think if you want to, someone like the administration or the police wants to uh, put somebody's phone on surveillance, they need to give some notice to the secretary of, I think, home ministry or the telecom ministry, saying that look, we want to put this person, and they get a permission for 2 days, then 2 weeks, then they extend it every time. So at least we have laws which protect. The government can't see who you are talking to, what you are talking to. But if this continues, or with this level of intrusive advertisement, it is kind of becoming a state sponsored surveillance. We don't want that. We don't want to become like a USA, policing state. India is a free country. We want it to be free citizens. So That's why I think it's more time we speak up and also stop putting up with these MNCs and these things which wants to take our data. Um, if you remember in 2015 or 2016, I think there was something called Facebook Basics or Facebook Free Internet, something like that. Wait, I just show you if I can. Yeah, there was this thing, Facebook Internet. I don't know what it was called, but at the time it was net neutrality. Yeah, so Facebook's Free Basics. So essentially, what this Free Basics was that Facebook said at the time India didn't have so much of internet penetration. It was just 3G phones. So Facebook said, "Yeah, look here, um, we partner with mobile companies or something. Then if the customers use our Facebook website, the data won't get charged. But if you use other services, then it would get charged." And I think Airtel was the first company to go in some agreement saying that with similar terms or something, because internet used to be very costly. I think 1 GB 200 rupees or 250 rupees in those days, and that's how this started. And there were many activists, FSF activists and all, saying, yeah, don't go in this route because then people will prefer to see Facebook. Obviously, then this should create a not a level playing field for the marketers, and we, we actually it's not a neutral internet. Then you have biased internet, so we want in net neutrality. And I remember there was very long big debates happening during that time. Some people were for net neutrality, saying, see, we don't have internet, at least Facebook is giving free internet. Then many people were against it. So at last, what happened was there was this one secretary of the TRAI, the Telecom Regulatory Authority. So the secretary said, okay, whatever happens, happens. You can be a big company as Facebook. And he said, no, we don't want these things in our country. We don't want one company or say Facebook or Google or something, some one company influencing our way of internet or our part of the internet. So our space of the internet actually, he stopped it. Can you understand how big of a decision it was? Because it says the government was actually neutral at the time, saying, okay, sure, whatever decision you take as academicians or civil servants or secretaries, we are fine by it. And I think so. And then this civil servant or the secretary in the ministry, try authority, he took a decision saying, this is what we stand for. And I feel that that's a very good thing, or we were very lucky to have him as the secretary at the time. Maybe because if someone else was there, what if he had passed, some secretary had said, okay, sure, uh, some Facebook is like doing a good thing, I just passed the law. Today we would have a biased internet. You know, we wouldn't have so much of free internet as to say. Sure, Facebook later has changed its algorithms or developed as a company, and now it's a big thing, Facebook, Instagram, and all. But looking back, had we not done for the net neutrality, it won't be just Facebook then. Thousand people would come saying, okay, you browse my thing, I won't charge you for internet. Our internet space or our space in the internet would not have been free. And that I think is very bigger thing, because why, as a country we have physical space, we have a land, we have sea boundaries, we have land boundaries, we have some portion of the sea that, look, this is Indian waters. Then we have airspace, that is the Indian airspace. Then similarly you have land India, and then in these terms there is also some internet space or a space in the internet which belongs to us Indians. So, and yeah, To connect to internet, we need to go through ISPs or internet service providers. It can be mobile companies, other people, or something. But if these ISPs are not neutral per se, we won't have a neutral internet, or it would be just a biased internet space. Imagine if you say Indian airspace is there, then you have, I don't know, many flights flying in India. Let's say even if we speak domestically, there's many companies: Indigo, Air India. Then you have SpiceJet, Go Airways, Kingfisher. I think I don't fly many aeroplanes. I don't fly much in airplanes. I like trains, so I don't know many companies. But yeah, let's say these five companies are there. Suppose tomorrow in the Indian airspace, similar thing happens. They need neutrality. Indigo will come up with something like, okay, if you fly Indigo, we won't charge you some XYZ tax. Then Air India comes up with this and says, if you fly Air India, we won't charge you this. So after a point of time, it won't be, what is a free one. There won't be free choices. So as customers, we won't be having free choices, and free choices are quite important because we are a democracy first, and we have the choice, and we are, sure, I don't like it, but we are market economy or a capitalistic economy where we have choices. We are not forced to one choice or to go with one flight booking or something like that. We have choices, right? And we can go with whatever we want. And similarly, we should have a neutral internet, and that is what happened in 2015, 2016 time period because of one secretary. And I think today how the data is being managed, we need such people who can say, who can stand up to the MNC companies, the lobby of these MNC companies, and say, look, this is my countrymen's data, this is the data of my people. I don't want that you take this data and sell them things or sell their data to some other companies. Our data is protected because this belongs to our people. It's not some MNC's data just because they collect it. You can't collect it, first point. Then you can't take it to sell the information. So just imagine if you're going on the road, someone asks you for a number, let's say someone hands out a pamphlet and says, I'm opening a watch store. Can you give your phone number or your email ID? You would not tend to give out a phone number or email ID just because someone is opening a watch store. Then why should you do it online? Why should I give my phone number or email ID online? And the biggest thing I see it is, if you go to any supermarket today and the first thing they ask is mobile number. Why do you need my mobile number? I am buying, let's say, 1 liter of oil or 1 kg of rice. Why do you need my mobile number? I don't want to give my mobile number. And the reason they say is, say, we need, you would need this mobile number connection to do returns or something. But after 1 week, they'll send you a message in WhatsApp saying, we have XYZ offers. I didn't ask for your offers. I didn't sign up to your WhatsApp service. If you want me to sign up, you could have put a QR code on the store, and if I want, I'd scan the QR code, join your group or channel, whatever. I'd subscribe to your notifications. But I didn't consent to any, and you are sending me WhatsApp messages. This is what happens. I think I know so many things which I've done. I know Chroma did with me, Reliance did, then this DMart did. Why did they send? Because just because they have moved my phone number. I think it's time that the state comes and says, look, you people are MNCs, but still, these are our citizens. We don't want that this thing to happen to our citizens. Okay, for people who may be willing to, you can sure give an option, but for people who are not willing to, you should not. So that's what I wanted to say about, or that's the thing I would like to show, that there are many people taking our data, and our data is ours, and we need to protect our data and also stop from selling all these highly intrusive ads and all. So yeah, that's it. Have a good night.